So, this is going to be the second Q&A video I've done. It's going to be a bit different from the first in that, the first Q&A video, I answered all the comments. I'd answer all the questions in the comments section by, like, replying to the comments that had been posted, because at the time, I wasn't aware that I would start using my voice in the videos. Like, I didn't like my voice back then. I think talking, like, uploading these kinds of videos to YouTube and having people say, like, my voice sounds nice was pretty good for, was pretty good for the good old self-esteem or whatever. I'm more comfortable with talking on camera and stuff now, so thanks for that. Anyway, this is going to be a bit different from the first Q&A, because it's going to be a lot more disorganized, because I don't know what I'm going to say beforehand. I haven't even looked at all the questions yet. I looked at some, just because I was, like, checking what comments had appeared in the video. It might be a bit too early to upload this video, because it's only been 2 days, but I am going to that programming camp thing in 2 days, so I want to get this out before I am whisked away for another week. And before we get started, I would like to introduce you all to Frostbite over here. My hand is not in the frame. He is my good buddy too. He's going to be appearing in all the videos because he's like the channel mascot, but this guy is also my good friend. I hope he doesn't feel left out. Okay, anyway. Make sure they don't fall. They have a really bad habit of falling over. As you can see, Kirby is balancing on one foot there. I don't know if that's my fault, because I did cut off like the tag right here, but like I think I did a bad job of it, and it sort of looks like there's like a stitch. I don't know. It kind of looks bad, but I don't like seeing that tag on there. It's like, no, you're not a corporate invention. You weren't made by a company. You are my friends now. That sounds really creepy. I don't know, I just like them. They're cool. Anyway. You've seen the Kirby mascot. He doesn't have a name. Frostbite has a name, because that's what I named my Glaceon in Omega Ruby. Haven't played Gen 4. I probably should. I haven't played Gen 5 either. I'm 2.5 minutes and I haven't answered any questions. Oh, jeez. The Kirby plush doesn't have a name. I just call it Kirby because, like, what else are you gonna call? What else are you gonna call him? Like, I could name him after one of the people in my server, but I don't know. I feel like calling him Kirby is good enough. Anyway, he'll be appearing in all the videos, unless you guys don't want that, because I'll answer the questions, like, regarding that later, but, like, do let me know what you think about him just being on the piano for, like, every cover in the future, because, like, that might get old for some people, but I like it. It's pretty nice when I'm getting frustrated at the recording process. Like, I keep messing up on really simple things, and I'm about to freak out and smash the piano, and I just see my buddy standing there, and he's just like, "You can do it, Andy." Okay, that's enough. I'm sure these two are having fun in the spotlight, but it's time to get to the questions. I'm also going to be reading out just, like, the regular comments, because I didn't actually respond. Oh, jeez, I need to turn off notifications. I didn't actually respond. I always make it a point to respond to all of my, or at least most of my comments. Like, I'll reply something to them, like, to let them know that I saw their comments, because I appreciate my comments a lot. They're 99% of the reason I make these videos. Like, they're fun, but, like, just seeing the response I get from my viewers is really nice, and it always makes me smile, as I mentioned in one of the 2 comments I left on the video. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna be reading out every comment on here, basically, besides mine. I'm gonna say who left the comment, and I'm gonna do my best to answer the questions. Okay. Anyway, let's start with the replies to my good old emotional post about reaching 1,000 subscribers. I would ramble on about how that's kind of ridiculous, getting 1,000 subscribers, but I already did, and anything I say would just be retrotting old ground and saying stuff that seems disingenuous. Even though it's genuine, it'll seem disingenuous because it's been said so much, so we're just gonna go. Let's see. Joel Coates. Oh shit, boy. High fucking five. I need to, like, do this in his voice, but I don't know how to do an English accent. Fucking put it there, boy. High five emoji. Make sure to see the Emoji Movies in theaters July 28th, I think. That's in like a week. Oh jeez. Okay, anyway. Joel Coates, cool guy. Does he stream or does Ethan stream? I'm not actually sure. The most recent stream was Ethan's, but they're cool. They're cool bros. Like literally they're bros and they're cool. I like them a lot. Stay cool. Thanks for the high five. Okay, Comet 3000. Congratulations, I'm relatively new to the channel. I joined last year, and I found it through one of your comments in the Undertale soundtrack. Found your covers and I loved them, so I decided to subscribe, and I've been here ever since. Yeah, I'm still getting people who came here because of my comment adventure in the Undertale OST. Fun fact about that, I wrote all those comments, I'm pretty sure I wrote all those comments before I had any videos uploaded on the channel. I could go back and check, but, you know, the comments are probably buried. Like, the way that the YouTube comments algorithm trademark works is that, like, old comments are usually extremely hard to find because they keep getting buried under waves of new comments. And even sometimes if there's a recent comment that's really popular, like, it just won't be there for some reason. I commented on all 46, no, 46, Hamilton has 46 tracks. I commented on all 35 tracks in the Off OST, and on a couple of those tracks, my comment just isn't there. I recall spending like 20 minutes writing the comment, and it's just not there. Thanks, YouTube. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. People are saying, like, oh, that's a really good, like, way to get publicity. That's a really way to get, like, attention for your channel. Like, that wasn't the intention. I just had a lot to say about the game, and I decided to explain it that way. The bonus of having people come to the channel because of it, that was nice, but it was unintended, I think. I mean, I don't know. My memory's bad. Yeah, you'll notice that it's been 7 minutes and I haven't answered a single question. You probably notice this most prominently when I'm streaming, but, like, my method of... Would you call this comedy? My method of keeping people entertained is just talk. Like, things will just come to my mind and I'll talk. And I'll just say it. And, like, that... People seem to like it, so I'll keep doing it. Okay. Few questions. How old is your piano? Well, that question is... I'm assuming that question is referring to the piano you see in the video. I have not named it yet. I know it's a he. How do I know it's a he? I just know, okay? I'm just going to call it a he. So I don't know what his name is. I didn't name my first piano that's downstairs in the other room. I didn't name that first piano until, like, after several years of playing it, because, like, I didn't think it needed a name until I became more familiar with it, you know, and I started to love piano. And the piano that was moved out, I talked about that in the Meaning of His Tears piano cover. I didn't decide upon her name or even her gender until, like, the day she was leaving, because, like, I was like, the story behind that is she was a piano that was sort of, like, donated to us. Not really. It was lent to us because the former owner didn't want to, like... She was moving houses and she didn't want, like, to... I don't know, she just kept it with us for safekeeping for a while and let us play it, and then when she was, like, securely in her new home, she decided to take it back. So I thought, like, oh, this piano belongs to someone else. I don't want to name it. I don't want to just, like, steal its identity. What if the previous owner gave it a name? But as she was, like, being wheeled out and stuff, I decided, like, you know, having played this piano for, like, a year, it wouldn't be right to just go without naming it or even forming any sort of connection with it, so I decided it was a her, and I named her Tavor, or Tevoir, I don't know how to pronounce it, actually. And the old piano that I've had my whole life, basically, is named Perrin. They're both names taken out of a book series called Mal's Book of the Fallen. It's my favorite book series, right in front of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, although I haven't finished Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Really need to get on that, but the fourth book doesn't seem as good as the rest so far. Maybe I just need to give it time. I don't know. Anyway, Ganos and Perrin. Perrin, what am I even saying? Perrin is named after Ganos Perrin, which is, like, the quote-unquote main character. There's, like, 150 named characters in that series, or probably more. But he's, like, the quote-unquote main character, and he's sisters with Tavor Perrin, because Perrin's the last name. Why did I name my piano Perrin instead of Ganos if Ganos is his first name? I don't know. Perrin sounds cool, I guess. Tavoir is the sister, and she's like really analytical and smart and stuff. No spoilers. If I really wanted to round out the Perrin family, I could name the newest piano. Which, going back to the question, how old is the piano? I have no idea. We bought it from another friend or acquaintance of my teacher's, and I'm pretty sure it's really old. It's not really old, but it's like somewhere in the 1900s. Mid-1900s, maybe. I could be just talking out of my ass, but I don't know. It's really nice, though. I could call it Fellison because the third sibling of the parent family is Fellison, but one Fellison is a girl, and I said that, like, the piano is a guy. I just determined it from, like, how it feels to play it and the sound it creates, you know? It's kind of hard to explain. And I do want to call it Alexander, because, like, the whole Alexander Hamilton thing, I think it fits, but I'll have to get more familiar with it. As for how old my other piano is, I don't know either, but I've had it all my life, so... In relation to me, it's as old as me. I've had it as long as I remember. Okay, anyway. How old is your dog? Socks is around... His name is Socks. There was a question about that. One of my first videos... Wait, no. My first video... Well, the first video on the channel is... it reveals Socks' name in the description. I have a video on my channel called... Go to Bed Socks and stuff. If you just look around, it's not that hard to find his name. He's 9 or 10 years old, which is pretty old for pugs. And it's kind of showing he has health problems. He has trouble walking around. Like his eyes, his vision is very, very impaired. He pants a lot, but maybe it's just summer, I don't know. He has a lot, I don't know, he just doesn't, he's not as energetic as he used to be, although pugs are never really energetic, but like... He mostly just spends his time sleeping and, like, ambling around, which is a far cry from what he used to be, because, like, even though he was lazy back then, he would, like, jump up on couches and climb the stairs and stuff. It's kind of sad to see him like this, but, you know, he's still fighting. He might... I don't want to say that. He'll be fine. I hope. I need to hug these guys for support. Anyway, don't fall. Thank you. So that's information about Socks. How long have you been playing the piano? 9 years. Has it been? Yeah, 9 years. Since I was... Okay, no. I've already revealed my age on accident since I was 7. So, yeah. Age reveal right there. Do the math. The first 2 or 3 years of playing piano were very boring, I guess. I had mediocre teachers, and I played mediocre pieces that I didn't find interesting at all. I've told this story before, but then I found a really good teacher. His name is Alexander Georgievic. Great guy, and a really good pianist. Pretty handsome, I think, but anyway. He taught me to, like, love piano, basically. He showed me pieces that I really enjoyed playing, like, I think the first one was called Venetian Boat Song by Mendelssohn, I think? Anyway, yeah. So I played that, and I just was like, wow, this is actually pretty fun to play. And it just, like, evolved from that. He fixed my hand position, because I used to play like this, like, but he showed me, like, oh, this is the optimal finger position for piano, like, let me, Like, you have to, it kind of feels like there's, like, a ball, you're holding, like, a tennis ball in here, and you have to, like, wrist flat, fingers arched like this, play from the joints, like... It's complicated, and it's better the sooner you learn it, the easier it will be to play piano well, but, like, I had neglected it for 2 or 3 years because no one ever bothered teaching me, so it was really nice to, like, have that explained to me. Anyway, so yeah, 9 years. What is your favorite song to play on the piano? Hard question. Because that's fundamentally different from what's your favorite piece on piano in general. Because if it was my favorite piece on piano in general, I'd say the Arabesque No. 1 by Debussy. Played that piece when I was like 10 or 11 maybe. And yeah, I loved it. It's my favorite piece on piano. It's my favorite piano piece of all time. Debussy is an amazing composer. Impressionistic music. Yeah, that. But favorite piece to play, because, like, I haven't played that piece in several years, because, one, I don't know what the sheet music is, and 2, I'm busy with other stuff. Right now, I'm playing my second favorite piece of all time, which is the First Ballade by Chopin. It's amazing. Listen to Rubinstein's performance, you are going to be blown away, but... I wouldn't call it my favorite piece to play, because, like, it's really frustrating to play because it's such a beautiful, intense piece that like if you play it wrong, it just feels like off. Like, you know, like let's say you're trying to paint something and in your mind you're visualizing it as something so beautiful, but like when you draw it, you just a stick figure. Like, you know what it's supposed to sound like, you know what you want it to be, but I just can't bring it to life because I'm not at that level yet and I'm trying to get there, and it's really frustrating because I love the piece so much, but I can't really do it justice at this point. I'm trying to. But favorite song to play on the piano, at this point probably Heartache, because like I usually play it to warm up just because like I love how intense everything is and how there's so much finger movement and shit, and like it's really emotional too. Major props to Eslo, I think is his name on NewsGore, for making that arrangement. One of my favorite arrangements of all time. And yeah, I can play it blindfolded. That's not bullshit. I will prove to you guys, if you doubt me, that I can play it blindfolded. I'm gonna try to do other stuff blindfolded. Maybe not upload it to YouTube, but I will do it. If I could figure out how to do a piano stream without spending money, I would do a bunch of songs blindfolded, just for your viewing pleasure. Anyway, what do you think is your favorite song in general? No brainer, Empire Ants by Gorillaz on the album Plastic Beach. I don't really know how to explain it. It's just amazing. I left a detailed comment on the most popular upload of it about like the quote-unquote correct way to listen to it, so if you do decide to listen to it, read the comment first. I won't go over it right now because like it's pretty long, but yeah, it's an experience. I haven't listened to it in like a year because it needs to be special. You can't just like listen to your favorites. I feel like you can't just listen to your favorite song every day because like you get used to it. It doesn't like blow you away anymore if you just listen to it over and over again. I gotta keep it fresh every single time. So it's like Empire Ant is like my emergency. Like if my life sucks and I want to die and I'm just like at the deepest point of despair, I just turn on Empire Ants and everything's fine. At least for as long as the song is playing, and it helps me clear my head and stuff. Close second, I don't know where this ranks on my favorite list, but Alberto Balsam, great song. Aphex Twin, one of my favorites of all time, somewhere on there. Most relaxing, soothing song you will ever hear. Anyway, should probably speed things up. This is 17 minutes and a half, and I'm only on the first real comment question, and this is 18 questions. What is your favorite song on the Undertale soundtrack? No brainer again, Undertale, track 71. The problem with tracks that are named after a game or an album are that it's impossible to search for them unless you specify that it's like track 71, but yeah. The song that plays when you're in New Home and the monsters are telling you about like the story of Chara and Azrael. I say Chara, you can say Kara, you can say Kara, I don't care. I don't care. But anyway, yeah. Song makes me cry every time. Like, not even in like the meme way, it makes me cry. Like, holy shit, it's good. What's your favorite video game? Why? Undertale, another no-brainer. Like, here's the thing about Undertale being my favorite game. Like, there's no denying that it's not the best game ever made. If I were to say what's my favorite game from a gameplay standpoint, Bloodborne. If I was to say what's my favorite game from like an atmosphere world building standpoint, Off or One Shot. If I was to say what's my favorite game in terms of like, I don't know, character, I might have to give it to Undertale, but favorite game in terms of like whatever, like Undertale doesn't win in terms of just how quality it is over, like in just like the quality of each individual thing, but like the way it comes together and like just the overall experience it's given me, unrivaled by any game, and the effect it's had on my life. Even if I find a game that's more emotional, it's more beautiful, it's more amazing than Undertale, it's not going to beat Undertale because like, well, I mean, I don't think anything's ever going to replace Undertale in my top favorite games list, because Undertale is the only game I can really say has changed my life. Like, you could say that, like, I don't know, what's a good example? I don't know, One Shot made me like cats more or something. I'm not bashing One Shot. One Shot's one of my favorite games, but like Undertale is a game that fundamentally like impacted the way I view the world. Like, not to say that I was like a genocidal monster before playing it, but like playing Undertale really taught me to like spend more time trying to understand other people's perspectives. The world isn't black and white, and like you gotta keep an open mind about things. You know, you need to show some forgiveness every once in a while. Simple things like that you just need to be reminded about. And Undertale did that really well. And like, it's let me meet so many cool people. It's let me start this channel. My hand movements are getting out of hand. Okay, it's let me meet all of you guys via the video. It's just let me meet like friends like Jacob the Quiz Guy. It's helped me like, it's just had such like an impact on my life. I would never be the same if I hadn't discovered Undertale. So yeah, that's why it's my favorite. Okay, next one. If you had to summarize Undertale to someone who's never played it, what would you say? I'm going to assume by never play it, you also mean never heard of it, because I know plenty of people, I don't know plenty of people, my older brother has never played it, but he knows all about it, and he refuses to play it because he's all like, oh, it's been spoiled and hyped up for me, and it won't live up to my expectations. Like, bitch, it's coming to PS4, you have a PS4, you have no excuse. But anyway, if you had to just summarize it to someone who's, let's just say they lived in a vacuum their whole life, and they don't know what Undertale is. Part of the appeal of Undertale is that the less you know about it, the better the experience usually is, because, like, I had the game spoiled for me through, like, memes and shit. Like, I knew who Asriel was, I knew that you could spare Toriel, I knew who Papyrus and Sans were, I knew that Sans was, like, a badass, I knew that Unbound would befriend you, I knew, like, Mettaton had a secret form, blah, 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 all of that stuff through memes, because like I just saw pictures of them and I was like, what does this mean? And then I played it and I was like, oh, well, that's spoiled. And ideally, if you go into the game blind, you won't even know that there's a pacifist route, so it's up to you to decide if you want to spare or kill the monsters and all that. So if I had to summarize Undertale to someone who'd never played it, I'd just say, actually, there was a review, I'm pretty sure there was a review by some gaming article, some gaming website that literally just said, Undertale is a good game, and that's all you need to know. It's a good game. Go play it and find out for yourself. Like, maybe it's not the best of descriptions, but like it's gonna be the way that the player has the ideal experience. Like, I feel like the more you reveal about it, the less powerful a lot of the moments become. So yeah, it's a good game. Try it. Who's your favorite Undertale character? Once again, a very hard one that I have been asked multiple times. Jesus Christ. I respond Papyrus most of the time because I love all the characters. Like, they're all extremely fun. They all have depth. They're all fleshed out. But Papyrus is the guy who really got me into the game. I'd been introduced to the game by listening to Metal Crusher, but upon hearing Bone Trussel for the first time, I knew I had to play this game. Like, I just heard it, and I was like, this game is going to be amazing. God damn it. And just looking at images of him and, like, reading up on all the jokes about him was really what sold my interest, because, like, he just seemed to be such a fun, lovable character. And all the implications about, like, the fact that he might have greater powers and that he might know more than he lets on, really interesting to me. I love learning about that kind of stuff. In Before Game Theory makes a video about it. Alright, if you had to lose one and keep the other, which would you lose? Piano or video games? Way to ask impossible questions. Oh, jeez, that's brutal. Would you rather, which of your two passions in life would you like to lose? Jeez. On one hand, video games are what keep me connected with everyone around me, and they provide me with entertainment and shit. On the other hand, piano is what really makes me feel, like, good about myself. That's a bad way to put it, but, like, it's the talent I have that I'm most proud of and that I want to, like, develop and shit. Oh, jeez. Video games, I have to say it, because, like, I can live without video games. I can find other means of entertainment. I can read books. I can watch movies. I can, listen to music. But if you make me unable to play piano, I'll just feel unfulfilled for, like, all of my days. Because I'll see the piano there and I won't be able to play it. And I'll just, like, die. Because I already feel guilty when I don't practice for one day. Because, like, I didn't practice yesterday because I wasn't in the mood and I felt just, like, crap. Because, like, Piano is good for the soul, you know? You just gotta do it. Even if I don't like it sometimes, even if I skip out on days because I'm feeling lazy, it's a part of who I am, and I can't just get rid of it, you know? Okay. On a lighter note, as I said, I'm pretty new to the channel. Have you been doing piano covers from the start, or... Yes, I have. The first video I ever made was Piano Lovania. It was really low quality and pretty crappy. I deleted it and re-uploaded afterwards. The first video on my channel that hasn't been deleted is Why Spider Dance is Taking So Long, which is Socks sleeping for like 30 seconds. Good video. So yeah, piano covers have been like the modus operandi, however you pronounce that, have been the MO for the entirety of the channel. Okay, YouTube obviously isn't your job. What is your job? And Joel Coates very kindly responded, "You think Andy has a job, lol," cry laughing emoji. Yeah, Joel's right, I don't have a job. I'm only 16, but like, yeah, kids my age should have a job, but I'm lazy, and it's summer. We did just drive down to Kumon, if you guys know what that is. I don't know if it's like a local thing, but like it's a place where kids learn like math and stuff. We drove down there to like apply for like a tutor job, but no one, the boss wasn't there. I'm supposed to be writing an email right now, like looking for a position, but no thanks. What is your favorite thing about oh shit, whoops. What is your favorite thing about doing YouTube? The comments. As I said, I love reading your comments. Makes my day every single time. Whether it's like praise or compliments, or whether it's like just fucking inane bullshit and like insanity, I love it. I always perk up when I see like the YouTube notification for a comment. Like that means like one of you guys has left a comment, and I'm always excited to read it. Okay, what's your favorite thing about playing the piano? Letting your emotions out. It's very rare that this happens. Like it's a very special occurrence, but like. Sometimes when I'm feeling like the lowest of the... No, that's an exaggeration. When I'm feeling really down and I just don't know what to do with myself, I'll sometimes force myself to play piano, and I'll just transfer all that like angst and anger and sadness about whatever into the music. And you can just feel like you become one with the music, basically. Like the ballad that I'm playing is a great example, because like it encompasses so many ranges of emotions. Like it accompanies like sadness, happiness, anger in such a beautiful way. You really should listen to it. And like being able to translate what you're feeling into the notes really just feels like a magical. It's so rare that it happens. Like I don't know why. I don't know if this is like a problem with all musicians, but like I have a lot of trouble really getting into it. Even if I love the piece, even if I love playing, I can't really like immerse myself fully. But when I can, it's all worth it. It's just amazing. Okay. What's your favorite thing about Undertale? As I said before, the positive effect it's had on my life and other people's. I know there's so many stories about people who have had their lives improved by this small little game that an indie developer made in like the basement in his basement. It's just like amazing to me. And yeah, magical experience. Do you like MCR, My Chemical Romance? I saw you do a piano cover of one of their songs, but are you a long-term fan? My relationship with MCR is like, I listened to them a lot in like elementary school, I think. Maybe a bit of middle school. Like I listened to the Black Parade predominantly. I still do. Black Parade is one of my favorite albums. Right behind Gorillaz' Demon Days. Black Parade is fucking fantastic. I guess I'm a long-term fan. I've been listening to them for like 7 years, but like there was a period where I stopped listening to them for like 5 years because I thought they were like, oh, they're edgy. I don't want to associate myself with them, but like recently I'm getting back into them. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck if they're edgy. I don't care. Their music is great. Even if their lyrics are edgy, they're meaningful. I like them. Good stuff. Listen to them if you want. They're a lot smarter than people give them credit for. Tell us something we probably don't know about you. This probably shouldn't. This is probably really easy, but I don't know. What's something that you don't know about me? I'll go with something boring, I guess. I fucking hate vegetables and fruits. Haven't eaten a fruit or a vegetable in probably several years. I don't know how I'm alive. And I don't know how I'm skinny either. Doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, this community very much enjoys your content, but we still recognize you're a human being. Don't pressure yourself too much. I look forward to seeing more great content from you. Thank you. I don't know what I have planned next after this whole Q&A thing, but hopefully it's good. 18, did I write too much? Lol. Nah, I like answering questions. Makes me feel good about myself. Kevin Stuart says, I've been here for about 4 months. I discovered you looking for Megalo Strike Back arrangements and gave up and started watching covers. Because at the time the song was too hard for me. I finally learned it last much. Congratulations. It's a very hard piece, but it's very rewarding when you actually do manage to do it. First thing I watched was, the first one I watched was yours. I like what you do with the names. Then I watched about all of your Undertale covers because I had nothing better to do. At that point I didn't subscribe because I watched basically all your Undertale videos. You started appearing on my recommended very frequently. Checked out your Rick and Morty videos. I was considering subscribing at that point. Then I saw your Evangelion cover and subscribed before the intro was done. A choice I don't regret. I just wrote way too much. What is people's concerns with writing too much? I'm fine with it. You can thank good old Andrew for recommending that I cover that. It was a really fun cover, and it's a really nice song too. So, yeah, welcome. I remember seeing you in one of the, I think it was the Hotline Miami stream, unless I'm confusing with someone else. But anyway, it has been nice to see you throughout the videos. It's always nice to see new people stick around and establish themselves. I guess I don't know in the community. It's cool to see. Okay, ATC Border Collie. I've been here for quite a while. I found you through your comment on the Undertale OST. See, another one. However, I've only recently become more acquainted with your channel. About a month ago, I found out about a game called Off, and after I became obsessed with it, sadly the fandom had died before I got a chance to see it in its prime, I watched your stream on it, and now I'm probably going to join your streams more often, when before I was only watching your piano covers. Thanks for the lovely piano covers, and have a great day. You too. Yeah. Off, I've known about Off for so long, I don't know when, but even before Undertale repopularized it, I've known about it, but never actually got around to playing it until Jacob the Quiz Guy told me about how great of a game it is, because it is a great game. And yeah, I really enjoyed streaming it. It was a very pleasurable experience, and I'm glad you could see that. Stick around for more stuff. Joel Coates says, I have a question for you, Andy. It's a good one. It goes, play Hotline Miami 2, or I will eat your family. Hint, the answer is yes. Soon enough. Probably. I don't know if I'll be able to stream again before I have to get thrown into a programming camp for a week, but I will stream it eventually. Eventually. I have a big backlog of not only covers, but also games to stream, so we'll figure it out. But legit good work. My actual question is, how is it that you have always... Nah, just kidding, my last question stands. Now you've piqued my curiosity. I want to know what you were going to ask, dude. DM it to me on Discord or some shit. And, I am a superstar saga corrects him with Solstice. I'm gonna fucking play Solstice soon enough. I'm gonna play it on my own, okay? I'm going to do it. It needs to be special. It needs to be special. It needs to be special. I need to play it at the right time. It can't just be some bullshit, you know? I gotta play it when I'm really feeling it. Okay. Ethan Coates, the tag team partner of Joel Coates, says, is that t-shirt extremely baggy, or are your arms spindles? That was my NHS shirt. I don't know if it's baggy or not. I'm not wearing it right now. My arms are kind of spindly, I guess. I'm skinny overall, sort of. I'm less skinny than before. So I don't know. That's the answer. How long have you been playing piano? In seconds total. Let's go quickly. We're going to round it to 9 years, and we're going to go 9 times 365 times 24 times 60 times 60. So that is a 283,824,000 seconds. Thank you for your time. What is your favorite song of all time? I already answered this. Empire Ants. I mean, about 80% sure you told me before, but I'm not a clever goob, so humor me. You have been humored. I won't accept question 2 in any other measurement but seconds. Well, I delivered, boyo. What is your favorite meme? Asks Mystery HD. By the way, congrats. We are number 1. Because it actually helped someone. Stefan Carl Stephenson is suffering from increased, tumor growth, and I think the doctors have said that, his chances of survival are slim at best, and, the best we can do by donating money is just ensure that he can live, his last days in comfort and stuff and happy, so But either way, it's really nice that a fucking meme can help someone's life and like be used for a good cause. There is an SCP about it about a weird number one meme that's really scary though. So that kind of soured my appreciation of it, but I like what it's done. I'm glad it exists. ATC Border Collie again. Have you ever played any games such as Danganronpa, Ace Attorney, Professor Layton, 999, or visual novel mystery games? If you have not, then I recommend you play at least one to see if you're interested. The Blue Whisker. Danganronpa is bae. Objection! You've got that wrong. I'm familiar with the Phoenix Wright series and sort of with the Danganronpa series. I'm not really familiar with Danganronpa, but I know it exists. Phoenix Wright seems really interesting. I really want to play it. It's on my ever-expanding list of games to play. I watched Cry and the Late Night Crew, Cryotic, stream Phoenix Wright, one of the cases, a while ago, and it really interested me. So, I don't know where to start, but cool stuff. I do approve. Let's see. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mimi's Alt, here to roam Andy's comment section. Mimi. I was considering naming this little chap Mimi, but I don't know if I should. HS, who is this Mimi you speak of? Sounds like a weirdo. Yeah, what a nerd. What a nerd. Canadian Double Chin, aka Shoop, aka Sebi, aka Uncle Fuker Packer, aka God of, aka Chin God, says 1.1 thousand subscribers. Holy shit! You've done well, my young Padawan. My question: other than piano, what are your interests/hobbies? As I said, video games, obviously, since all this stuff is from video games, basically. I really like writing. I don't do it often, but I really enjoy it when I can get it rolling. Like I have bad writer's block, but when I can power past it and they can just start typing away, really enjoyable. I love it. And is there much more besides that? I don't know. Hanging out with friends, I guess. I don't know. Does that count? So yeah, I'm a simple boy. Swag Zombie, congratulations for 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. Again, you're one of the newer members who I've started to see around more. I hope you stick around. I'm glad you find the content interesting. Joana Rodriguez. First comment's beautiful. Thanks. I wasn't sure how good this cover was, but people seem to think that the Bring It In Guys cover was pretty good, so I'm happy with it. When did you start liking Kirby? Back when I played Brawl for the first time. I don't know how old I was. Maybe like 10. I don't know. My sense of time is all messed up. Back when I first played Brawl, I chose Kirby for whatever reason. I don't know. I'd never seen Kirby. Well, yeah, I'd never seen Kirby before. I wasn't that familiar with Nintendo at all. Didn't know who Kirby was. Maybe I just gravitated towards him because he looked really cute and simple. But I played him and I absolutely fell in love with playing. Kirby is still my main to this day. Best Smash Bros. Character. Smash is really the only place where I'm really familiar with Kirby, unfortunately, because I haven't played many Kirby games. I'm a fake fucking fan. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's how I learned to love Kirby. Rock Kirbying my brother to death. That's always fun. Narwhal Gamer. I, for one, have multiple questions. How much of a weeb are you? I'd say because I'd score like a 32% on the weeb measurement scale. If you are a weeb, how much anime have you watched? I surprisingly haven't watched much anime. I've fully watched Parasite. What other anime have I fully watched? I don't know. I've seen several episodes of like One Punch Man, Black Lagoon, Naruto. What else? I keep up to date with anime and I like anime, but I don't really watch it much. The only TV I really watch is WWE. So yeah, I guess I'm like a low-ranking weeb. My brother is higher on the weeb scale, but like he's not that bad. I say as I sit in his room and I stare at his katanas. He's cool. Shut up. He's cool. Don't listen to me. How long have you practiced piano? As I said, 9 years, or whatever many seconds if you want, if you prefer. Subscribe to my channel for a free gift card giveaway. Let's go click that subscribe button, Narwhal Gamer. Check out that quality content. Are you on my cool dudes playlist, like, channel thing? I'll have to check. Channels. Cool dudes. You are not. I need to put you on there. Whoops. No piano pun in the title. This is outrageous, says one Sonic the. My rationale for not naming it Bring It In Pianos is the same as why I didn't name For the Fans For the Pianos. Like, I'm addressing the title to the viewers, like, bring it in, guys, come on, let's go, 1,000 subscribers, woohoo. If I said, like, bring it in pianos, then that doesn't make any sense. Like, not that my titles make sense, but, like, I wanted it to be directed at the people viewing it, you know? I think it'd make it, like, more cool and cute and shit. Anita Charis says, time for another round of question spam. Brace yourself. My fucking camera is gonna run out of storage. It has 7 minutes of memory left, and you really need to hurry things up. Any big dreams for your future? Do something I love and not get stuck at a boring ass job. And that's probably too much to ask already, but we'll see. Any small dreams for this year? Small, figure out what I want to do for a living. That's not gonna happen. Favorite dessert? Ice cream? I guess that's a boring answer, but sure. Zelda game you most want to play that you haven't yet. Tie between... that's really hard, actually. Hold on. It's really hard. It's, like, really legitimately hard. Three-way tie between Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Wind Waker? Maybe. They all look really good. I've played a couple minutes. Well, I've played, like, an hour or so of Wind Waker. Fun stuff. Have you ever considered making a game or story like Undertale? Not really. I mean, Undertale has really inspired me to, like, create content, I guess, but not Undertale-based content. I think the biggest influence on my writing style, if we're going to focus on that, is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and SCP Foundation. That's another whole can of worms. I'm not going to get into that, especially with only 5 minutes left on this and, like, 10 questions to go. But yeah, not really in the spirit of Undertale, but, like... I guess you could say Skeleton Wars is kind of like Undertale. Not really, though. Whatever. Are you hyped for the new Doctor? Yeah, seems pretty cool. Female Doctor for the first time. About time, honestly. Like, 13 is unlucky number, oh no. I don't really watch Doctor Who much, but with Stephen Moffat gone and with a female Doctor, maybe. We'll see. What's your favorite book you read in the last year or so? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and by extension, Restaurant at the End of the Universe. Malism Book of the Fallen as a series is still my favorite of all time, but like in the last year or so, definitely Hitchhiker's Guide. Neckpeck, a loyal fan, always enjoy their comments. Congrats on 1,000. You deserve 100,000. I don't want 100,000. That seems like way too much. Ending was beautiful. I forgot how much I love this game. Also, nice curve you got there. I also have a question, only one this time. Is there a genre of music you really don't like or you just can't get into? If so, what is it? Dubstep, I guess? I mean, I'm mostly open-minded when it comes to genres of music, but, like, most of the dubstep songs I hear are bad, and, like, the ones that I do like, you could probably just count them as techno. I do like techno and electronic a lot, so... yeah, nothing against that, it's just that dubstep seems really obnoxious, I guess. Gabi, from the server. I was wondering how you'd play a song which has so many simultaneous notes. It was pretty challenging. I'm glad I actually managed to do it. 3 minutes. I really like the part with the Snowden leitmotif and also the transition from Waterfall to Hotland. I botched that so bad. The Spear of Justice thing, I botched that really hard. Whatever. Mistakes are mistakes. Was your dog trying to sing or did he have trouble breathing? Most pugs have trouble breathing, unfortunately, especially since it's summer and it's really hot and humid and shit. Congrats on 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. Oh, jeez. I'm not going to be able to finish this. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to finish this. Expect a part 2 coming up once I delete some stuff. I can't believe I've been talking for 43 minutes. Jesus Christ. I'm honestly so proud of the growth of this channel, says Violet Spectre, with a nerdy